Okay. I think we're doing it. All right. What's up? Hey, so if you haven't met me before, I'm Fantastic. And it's nice to meet you. It's good to be back. I'm in a new space right now, so just trying to figure it out. And I figured what better way to figure it out than try to do a stream. Actually, I just realized. Let me make sure my audio is on the right. Yes, looks like we got the right one going. So yeah, so it's been, man, probably about like a month since my last stream. I had done one of these on Epic React, and I really want to, or I will be continuing to do the rest of these, hopefully on a daily basis. Maybe not. I'm not so sure. But I got well. First of all, we did the React documentary, and that was super fun. And then I did Storybook Day, which was also super fun but super challenging. And then I got super sick. Yeah, and I was like super sick for a while, and kind of been battling through a lot of like personal work, and kind of been going through a lot of therapy. And so yeah, it's just been kind of like a weird season. So time kind of got away from me, and I'd been wanting to start these last month, and it's officially time. Also taxes, man, taxes take it out of me every year. So anyway, that's it. So I'm trying something different today. I'm streaming both to I think YouTube and Twitch. And so I couldn't, I tried to do Twitter too, but it looks like it's not working. So that's that. So what's this whole thing about? So today what we want to do is I want to cover go through all of the Epic React material, but specifically going through the Epic React material kind of from the available free resources. So as you can see here, there's on GitHub under Kent C. Dodds, there's React Fundamentals, and there's this entire course right here, which I have cloned and am going through. On my YouTube channel, there is the previous run of this that we went through, and so I'm going to be doing the rest of React Fundamentals today. Hopefully we get through all of it. I thought I could get through all of it in an hour last time, and that did not work. So there's a lot to know. What's up, Anthony? What's up? Yeah, there we go. I need to get a better backdrop for this, so it's not like white on whatever. Here, maybe put my face in there. Good to see you, Anthony. How you doing? I've missed you. It's been a while. Yeah, I know. I kind of went into a dark place and lost all track of time for a little bit. So it's good to be coming back. Yes, and yeah, trying to use the Lunch Dev Twitch. It is officially lunchtime where I live. So trying to do some lunchtime coding type stuff here. So anyway, thanks for being here, Anthony. I love you. You're great. Okay, cool. So let's get into this thing, and party. Okay, so let me take you off, Anthony. Yeah, man, December through February. Yeah, I kind of feel like I just need to be like, it's not gonna happen. Like winter, nothing's getting done. Like whatever I have to do for work is maybe gonna be all that happens. I don't know. It's hard to admit to myself, but it gets harder and harder. Okay, cool. So let's jump into this. So we have all of our exercises going. So I don't need to do this. Okay, so we have this, and we were in, I think, exercise 4. So using JSX, we haven't gotten to creating custom components yet, and we just want to go through some of these exercises. So I think we'd gotten to the extra credit for 3. Wait, spread props, maybe not. Oh no, this is exercise 3. I need to go to creating custom components, exercise 4. And so where we left off was actually, this was cool. I think I might make a video about this actually. This was the first time that I'd seen all of these types of styles in one place. what's valid, what's not valid, and I've used a lot of these in code before, but I hadn't seen them all placed together, and it was kind of fun to see like, like upper snake case. I've never used that, but it's legitimate. You could write components like this. So anyway, kind of fun to see that play out. Let's see. Okay, so runtime validation. This is where we left off. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up over here. Update notes. Um, yeah, literally only ever done capitalized and Pascal case. That's interesting. Have you like? Give me an example of a fully capitalized one that you've used that I hadn't. I haven't done anything like that before. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Okay, so runtime with prop types. Prop types, man, like I feel like was it maybe 8-ish years ago, I made the decision to use TypeScript in the React project that I maintained. And um, it was exclusively the way that we did it was like basically like exclusively to do prop types. So it was this kind of like new component library that we were building, and one of the goals was to kind of make sure that all the development of it could be pretty easy. And so I'd put all of it into TypeScript. I think Flow was really popular at the time, so it was kind of a gamble whether or not like TypeScript or Flow was going to win. I'm really glad that I went with TypeScript. But it was basically like all that we did. There was almost no TypeScript in there at all, except for where we would have typically used prop types. So it's fun to kind of see this again because really haven't used it since then. So prop types. Let's do this. Okay, so let's change the message component a little bit, make it look like this now. Okay, so we have a message. Okay, so I apologize. I need to figure out where I was. Okay, yeah, I think each one of these has their own sandbox. So I can just do this here. Okay, so create a custom component. We've done that. Okay, so let's change the message component a little bit, make it look like this now. Okay, so I think it does look like that now. Okay, so now we'll use it like this: message greeting subject worlds. Okay, okay, so this is it looks like this is the solution. Okay, so what happens if we forget the greeting? And then also, let's take the subject out of that one. Okay, so nothing happened here. I wonder if there's like some kind of console thing. Interesting. See, this is what happens when you don't like come back to a project in a really long time. Okay, HTML. Maybe I need to be here. Okay, cool. This is where I need to be. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Okay, so extra credit 2, 3, 4. I lost my place again. Okay, so we're gonna make their component look like this. And then this says children, hello world. So if I take that, that should update this now, I think. Theoretically, no. Okay, where is this one coming from? Exercise MD4. There we go. Oh, finally found it. Fun times. Okay. Okay, so now we have the okay, so neither of those work, which means that we need to, oh man, every time this upload reloads, I get a issue. Okay, so frustrating. Feeling the frustration right now. Okay, custom components, backdrop, exercise. Okay, we got that extra credit. Okay, cool. Whew. This is real life. Okay, cool. So we have hello and goodbye, and so then the question was, what happens if we remove subject and also greeting? So if we take okay, so we miss those words, but did we see any errors? So, okay, so what happens if we forget to pass those props? It's not going to render properly. We'll end up with a dangling comma. Yes, we see two dangling commas somewhere. So it would be nice if we got some sort of indication that we passed the wrong value to the component. This is what prop types feature is for. So here's an example of how you can use prop types. Okay, so we have our favorite number. So we have a component called favorite number that takes a favorite number as a prop and then displays it inside of a div with this text. And then we have prop types. Okay, so prop types, we're defining this as an object, number, props, prop name, component name. If type of prop name of prop is not equal number, return some useful error handling. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're actually like gonna build our own prop types, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's pop that in there. Okay, so prop types. I'm gonna put this away for, oh, that didn't work. Put those away for a second, and let's grab this component. Okay, and in here, we will render that component. Favorite number, favorite number. And then this is the temperature of my office right now. Nothing more sinister than that. Okay, cool. We have number 69. Okay. And then we're going to use that prop types. So we've defined that here. So we're using our version of prop types here. And we're going to say, let's see, favorite number. Actually, put that down here. Oh, look at this. I forgot. I got Copilot. Turned Copilot back on, so it's probably gonna show all of these for me beforehand. Okay, so favorite number, prop types of number. Okay, so we defined those prop types here. With that, if I do this, favorite number is not a number, and so we pass in. Let's just pass in a string of the same thing. Okay, warning, failed prop types. Some useful error message here at favorite number. So this is super interesting. Actually, this is something that I really love about Kent's React fundamentals teaching is you actually build all this stuff so it doesn't feel magic, which is really, really clever. Oh man, got some spam up in here. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got that error message. So obviously we're hooking into the we're hooking into this prop types system, but we're kind of defining it on our own, which is really interesting. So the way that we do that is we're actually, yeah. So cool. So it's interesting. because yeah, clearly like React has to have some hooks into understanding the prop types, even though it's like a separate library now, which is really fascinating. Yeah. Cool. Okay. But then also we can kind of customize this error message. So, where did we put some useful error? Okay, cool. So, actually, we could probably do. Let's see. Let's interpolate this. Oh my gosh. Copilot, chill out. Let's see. So, props of prop name is not a number. I don't know how that's going to actually format. It'll probably, yeah. So this is kind of, but type of, oh my gosh, can I turn Copilot off? Okay, but type of props of prop. Okay, so let's see. Failed prop type 69 is not a number, but a string. Okay, perfect. It's exactly what we want. Okay, so with that, if I do this, favorite number, yep, okay, got it. I'll get an error in the console. For the extra credit, add prop type support to your updated component. Remember to update it to have the subject and greeting. Note that prop types validation adds some runtime overhead, resulting in suboptimal performance. So the validation functions are not run in production. Okay, cool. Read more about prop types. Okay, type checking with prop types. Okay, so so now I want to take this a step further, and I want to do the same thing for message, right? So we'll have what message? Oh my gosh. Do I need to reload to get this extension to stop? Reload. Okay, there we go. Okay, message dot prop types equals prop types dot oh wait, no, I gotta put the prop name. So the prop name is subject, and that will be prop types dot string. Greeting will be prop types dot string as well. Cool. Now I need to put this back. So let me get these again. Delete that. And then I'm curious what happens when we don't do anything, because these aren't going to exist. They don't exist on our prop types object. So what does it do so far for us? Field prop type message prop type subject is invalid. It must be a function, usually from the, okay, cool. So it's just complaining because we don't have these set up, which fully makes sense. Now I'm not going to type all that because we already have it. Let's change this to string prop types of, this needs to be a string. It's not a string, but type. Actually, we'll probably want to check if it's missing. Actually, no, I guess that would be like if we were going to do the is required thing. Okay, so prop type greeting is invalid. It must be a function, usually from the prop types package. Okay, greeting. Okay, so it is string. So prop type, if it doesn't equal string, return error of this is not a string, but another type. Okay, so that's not. Greeting is invalid. It must be a function. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is. Shouldn't matter, but let's try anyway. Yeah, okay. Field prop type undefined is not a function. Okay, cool. So we have undefined. If we wanted to, we could specifically check for undefined. Actually, why not? Let's do it. So if it does equal undefined, okay, undefined is undefined. Actually, we just want the prop name, right? So change that. Subject is undefined. Cool. So prop subject is undefined. So we'll get two different messages. So in this case, we have prop subject is undefined. But let's say that we go down here and change. So change this so that the greeting is an empty object. Now it should say that for this one, greeting is, let's see. Okay, let's make it easier. Let's make it a number. Okay, prop type. Let's see, field prop type 69 is not a string, but a number. Prop type, prop subject is undefined. These are terrible error messages, clearly, since they make no sense, but we're getting the right cases. So, we have this one is undefined. And then that one's defined, but it's wrong. So this is great. We have done what we needed to do. Cool. Okay, so where does that put us then? So have we fully completed this exercise? I think so. Suboptimal performance, so they don't run in production. That's great. Use the prop types package. As it turns out, there are some pretty common things that you'd want to validate. So the React team maintains a package of those in prop types. Go ahead and get that here. So we'll copy that. Hey, what's up, Alex? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Yes, going through the React fundamentals, learn something new every time. Okay, cool. So we need to add that up here to our scripts. We're gonna get prop types now, which is great. Still have those errors, which will be useful. Then use the package instead of writing it yourself. Also, make use of the is required feature. Okay, so now we can delete all of that nonsense. We're still going to use prop types. These should be globals now that we are importing this string. I'm assuming so. So we should also see new errors. Number, we're going to call this is required. I think it's with the function. I can't remember. Prop types. Okay. No, maybe it needs to call that. Okay, the prop greeting. See, these are much better error messages. The prop greeting is marked as required in message. See, that's really good. But its value is undefined. Awesome. Okay, so we can make these go away by now fixing these. So greeting hello backwards, but still works. Subject equals world. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, no new errors because I expanded this one, and so we didn't get any new errors. Sweet. Um, yeah, cool. And then it looks good. Looking good, looking good. Okay, I think we made it all the way through to level 4. So using React fragments, production deploy. One feature of JSX that you'll find useful is called React fragments. It's a special kind of component for React, which allows you to position two elements side by side rather than just nested. The component is available via react.fragment or short syntax that opens with this and closes with this. Replace the div container with a fragment. Inspect the DOM. Notice that the elements are both rendered as direct children of root. Okay, cool. So we have this container. We're going to delete that and save, and everything works. But we're going to follow the instructions. We're going to inspect that DOM element and see that they are, in fact, the root. So problematically, so let's see, react.fragment. So we can add this. And then let's see what happens if we do our class name of container here. Okay, so what do we get? So root and then our two messages. I think the only thing that works here is if we were to pass a key. And then does it wrap it in a span or something? No, wait. When is that? There's a ref. Can we attach a ref? Is that what it was? I don't know. Some of these you can attach. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I was like, a legit programmer. Okay, so we got that. Okay, cool. We done all. Okay, so this is lesson 4 of lesson 4, and I think that we did it all. Perfect. Final. Great. Extra credit. Okay, I know that I screwed these up. I like the dice, by the way. I know that I screwed those up by kind of messing around in there. Yeah, so yeah, I know that Alex saw it because I saw a tweet where it was showing like 2 of the same promo messages like in the same timeline, which is really funny. But yeah, React.gg looks sick. The promo page art is like really good. Very like UI.dev, like super good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's and like very yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited to see like how it all plays out. Alrighty, let's get back to it. So little drink break, and now we're gonna go into lesson 5, which let's see. So talks about styling. So let's jump back into the code. Styling. Your notes here. Great. I don't want the finale, the final. Now I've seen it. Oh, it's all right. Still gonna have to do some work. Okay, elaborate on your learnings here. Okay, background. There are 2 primary ways to style React components. Inline styles with the style prop, and then regular CSS with the class name prop. Okay, so about the style prop. In HTML, you'd pass a string of CSS. So this will look like this. Style, margin top, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. In React, you'll pass it as an object of CSS. Yep. Note that in React, these double curly braces is actually a combination of JSX expression and an object expression. The same examples above could be written like so. This is always kind of like a funny thing to I've done a lot of like code writing, and it's so hard when you get to syntax stuff like to know how it's going to read. So like I just read these as double curly braces, but these are like double left curly braces and double right curly braces is actually even so, it's kind of funny to read. But yeah, it's always reading code is always weird. Leave it to the computers. Okay, so const my styles. Okay, so we have that. So what did it say to do? JSX expression. I didn't even read it. I was so busy thinking about this. Is a combination of JSX expression and objects expression. The same example could be written like so. So this is funny because these aren't actually double curlies. Technically, it's the JSX evaluation and the object in this case. Okay, so we have that. Note also the property names are camel cased rather than kebab cased. This matches the style property DOM node, which is CSS style declaration. It's a cool call out for sure. About class name properties, as we discussed earlier in HTML, we apply class name to the element with CSS attributes. In JSX, you can use class name prop. Okay, exercise. In this exercise, you will use both methods of styling a React component. We have following CSS on the page. Okay, so I need to close these and get to lesson 5. Okay, so lesson 5. So 5MD and 5JS. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, cool. So we've migrated now from the HTML files to the JS files, which makes sense. Import the box model. Okay, so const small box, medium box, and large box. Okay, so it's rendering all of these, no problem. We have some CSS on the page. Okay, following CSS on the page. Your job is to apply the right class name and styling props to the divs so that the styles applied match the text content. Okay, small light blue box, medium pink box, large orange box. Okay, so what do we have? So we have a large box, a medium box, and a small box. So, if I can type, class name is going to be box and box large. I like the BEM style of this. And this will be box medium. Oh. Box small. Small box. Nope, this one's large. Large. Okay, cool. So we have our boxes, small, medium, and large. Great. No issues there. And so now we need to apply the colors, which we'll do using the style attribute. So style, again, JSX, and then our object inside of it. Let's see, background color is light blue. Style, background color is pink. And then final one, style, background color, orange. It's actually a really good example because it kind of touches on everything. The style, the JSX, the object, the kind of camel case thing, and then the string value. This is good stuff. I like it. Okay, light small box, medium pink box, and large orange box. This is looking great. Your job is to apply the right class name. Let's see. So your job is to apply the right class name and style props to the divs. So, okay, so extra credit. Create a custom component. Try to make a custom box component that renders a div, accepts all of the props, and merges the given style and class name props with a shared value. It should be able to use it like so. Okay, the box, class name, and font style, italic style should be applied in addition to the values that come from the props. Okay, This is great. This is good stuff. Actually, let's define that up here. Oh, wait, no, this is the use. So, okay. So we want to accept box class name and font style italic style should be applied in addition to the values that come from props. Okay, so we're going to make a new component, function box. Let's see, and I know that we're going to take at least all of the rest of the props, so we'll do that. Return let's see, return a div okay, and so then style okay, so let's just take those for now and then see what happens. Style and class name. Why is it hating me? What am I doing here? Oh, duh. And then I think you know what, let's take children as well. We can do it without, but I'm gonna do it. Expected JSX closing tag for div. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so now we have a small light box. Okay, so now we need to merge these styles and classes. And then I'm gonna actually, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so for this box, let's start with a class name. So we want to take that class name, but we want to merge box with it. We'll put them in an array and just join them with a space. Should do something. So we're going to take class name. We're going to apply box, which we have here. And then it'll also be the class name that we put on there, which is box small, which is right. Okay, so we're going to join those with a space. They're an array. That should work. We should be seeing this outline now. So, oh, just did an update. Okay, cool. So that worked. Got it. And then how do we do that with the style? Okay, so we have a style, which this is a great example because we have joining with an array, but then also we're gonna have this object syntax. I guess we could do this, you know, with a string template literal. I like the arrays. I mean, I would use a library for this, but like I like the arrays because you can kind of do a, you know, if one of them, if class name isn't defined, you can do like, what is that, filter Boolean. Or something like that. And so then it won't have the undefined in there. So like, let's see. So if I just do box here just to get a regular box, and then if I don't have that little, here, let's see. Dupe. So what do we have right here? Okay, so we see class name, just class name box, which is what we want. If we take this little like Boolean filter out, we should see box space undefined, I think. Or I guess not. We just see box string. Cool. Cool. But it does have that trailing space, which is interesting. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, that's right, because it has a trailing space because it's adding the space to the undefined value. But undefined doesn't show up as a string, which I think, I don't know, it has in previous versions of React, I thought. Maybe I'm lying to myself though. Okay, cool. So what do we have? We have box. Okay, so now we need to do this with styling. Okay, so style, what do we got? We can delete that. So we have this background color of light blue, but we also want to, so we're going to start just by creating a new object and spreading the whole thing out. That should work. So we're still getting the light blue, which is great. So now we want to add some additional properties. Let's see. So this will be, what are we looking to add? It was in part of our assignment. Font style is italic. Okay. Heck yeah. Okay, so we got that. So we did that by creating a new object, spreading all of the values from the style that we got, and then adding our font size italic. Now this is going to depend on, yeah. Now we want this in the front here, because if I decide, if I decide to apply an overwritten value, it should override this default of italic. If I put it on the other side, then there's no way for me to rewrite it. Trying to, yeah, I'm going to avoid going into how I usually do. Well, I'll just say it. So a lot of times when I've developed these in the past, like sometimes it can be really hard to just kind of know what styles are there and like merge with them and whatnot. This applies to class names as well. Like, what if I don't want the base box class name? So what I'll do, especially in the class name case, is basically turn this all into a function. And then if you want to do something else or like run it without any of the classes, then you can just take the function and kind of like do your own thing with it, but then also get the values as the value for the function. You can merge them in however you want or manipulate them however you want. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, cool. Any questions so far? If you're hanging out with me today, are there any questions that you have up to this case? I would love to address them. Okay, so accept size prop to encapsulate styling. Okay, I love this. This is so much fun. It's great that we're composing the class names and styles properly, but wouldn't it be better if the users of our components didn't have to worry about which class name to apply to a given effect? Yes, it would. Or that a class name is involved at all. I think it would be better if users of our component had a size prop and our component took care of making the box that size. In this extra credit, try it and make an API. Try to make this API work. Okay, so we're going to take this example again, and actually, one thing that's kind of interesting, and I'm going to do this just for our sake, which is if we add size small, but we wanted to kind of protect the existing class name thing, how would this work? So let's say that we still have. Oh man, I deleted it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we have a small light box. Interesting. Why did it go flat like that? What did it do? Oh, because it's not getting the size small. Okay, so size small. So let's update our component now. Okay, now we still want to take class names, but I want to merge on these props. So what would be the best way to do it? So now we're going to start by taking a size prop. And then I guess let's just do it the easy way. So if there's a size prop, Star to star. Size and box small. Actually, let's interpolate that. If there's a size, we'll do box. Okay. Let's work size and box size. Okay, and then we have an example, size small. Oh, I need to put an extra dash. So it is getting there. So we're seeing that, but I messed up the class. All right. How do I get my hair to look so majestic? It's actually greasy as, man. You know what? I don't know. I'll be honest though. About a year ago, I started taking some like hair supplements. What is it, Nutrafol or whatever? Just because I got so sick of it falling out, and it didn't necessarily make it grow fast or thicker, which is what I really wanted it to do. It just made it grow longer, so it's like it got like crazy long. But yeah, so like, you know, hair pills, I guess. Stupid. Can't believe I just admitted that. Natural natural moisture. Yep. Nature's moisture. That's true. That's true. Never guessed you'd have hair issues for what it's worth. Yeah, actually it's so funny because like as I was sitting here, I was like just thinking about this light here and like how much it just shines through my head. Um is what it is, man. Is what it is. But yes, thank you. I appreciate while I have it, I appreciate the kindness around around here. What you working on today, by the way? I'd love to know. While we're doing this, while we're hanging out, what projects you got going on? Let's see. In this extra credit, try to make this API work. Okay, box size. Okay, yeah, that's where we were. Okay, so we did make that API work. I don't love this. So I'd probably like. So what happens if we just don't put this here? What do we see? So it actually works. So because we're only having a value here when size has something, this Boolean filter is going to catch it as being undefined. And so it's not going to put any extra cruft here, which is great. I'm trying to think of, there is an additional consideration we'd want, like we'd want to limit size. I'd probably have some kind of filter here in the props. If I'm not using TypeScript, I would probably put some kind of filter, have a function or have an array with all of the values in there, and then like maybe like check to make sure that the value is included in that array. And then if it's not, I don't know, just go with empty string, I guess, or not include it in this list. So I'd probably extract that out a little bit. Let's see. Oh, nice. What are we working on? Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, Alex. Today I'm working on an admin dashboard for a healthcare maternity pre-admit form. Ooh, oodles of fun. Oodles. That does sound fun. What technologies are you using? Doing forms? What tech are you? What tech? Let's see. Planning on my next 2 weeks of content. Actually, ooh, cool. Ben and I were just chatting about this, but it seems like a lot of us got way burned out in the last couple of months and are starting to come back. Yeah, I mean, like anecdotally, that is true. I'm with you. Yeah, super burned out. And again, I do think that I just need to be like, you know what, winter's not happening. Winter's not happening. I'm gonna take it off. Do like kind of like a television show type style. You know, you start in spring and go through fall, I guess, and then winter. Nah, you done. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Either that or you just kind of change your style so that you're only producing in winter when everyone else is burned out. If you could like kind of flip your rhythms a little bit to make that happen, that seems like the play. uh okay, the tech next: prism, trpc, zod, react hook form. Nice. I was actually talking with someone this week about React Hook Form and kind of the controlled versus uncontrolled stuff. Um, yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a big fan of uncontrolled for the forms, but I see the value. Like as soon as you have any kind of like interactivity, you kind of have to do the like controlled thing. But um, I don't know. Cool. Dude, this is like the like next Prisma TRPC Zod. That's like the stack right now. Oh yeah, the stack. Yep, sure is, sure is. Yeah, this is so. It's interesting. Like I am a huge fan of if you have a form that is like just a form and it does like nothing else, taking the on submit form data and processing that. Big fan of that. But if you have interactivity or you like, doing, checks and stuff like that, that goal or that dream kind of breaks down pretty fast. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, okay. Okay. Cool. All right, let's jump back in. Thank you everyone for sharing. Appreciate it. Let's see. What was it? Kaisley? Never even heard of Kaisley. I'm so out of it. Okay. It makes me think of Kelsey Hightower though. Okay. Okay, attribution. Matt Zabriskie developed this example originally from a workshop we gave together. Matt is great. And also, React Rally is back. So you should go to that. And if you do, your boy right here is going to be teaching a workshop. So if you want to, learn some React fundamentals, I think everyone here knows React fundamentals. But I'm going to be in town and teaching a workshop, so we get to hang out and work through some of this stuff in person, which will be great. But if you don't want to go to the workshop and you still want to hang out, I'm still going to be there and we can hang out. I'm a big fan of Salt Lake City, big fan, and React Rally. So go React Rally. Okay, so what did we get? Okay, so styling. I think we got all the way to the end. So yep, yeah, and then I got sidetracked by Matt Zabriskie. A good sidetrack, for sure. Oh man, okay, so we're almost at an hour. I really wanted to kind of like have gone through all of these lessons by an hour and a half. So we still got two to get through. So let's see how we do. Okay, your notes, elaborate, background. We might have to, speed it up a little bit. In React, there actually aren't a ton of things you have to learn to interact with form. Oh man, we were just talking about forms, and now we're doing the forms thing. It's awesome. Forms beyond what you can do with regular DOM APIs in JavaScript, which I think is pretty awesome. You can attach a submit handler to the form. Oh my gosh, like literally, we're literally just talking about this. I literally just said these exact words, which is awesome. This will be called with a submit event, which is a target. The target is reference to the form DOM node, which has references to the elements. Yes. Which can be used to get values from that form. Yes. In this exercise, we have a form where we can submit a username, and then you'll get an alert showing what you typed. Let's see, OWL. There are several ways to get the value of the name input. So via the index, so that'll be event.target.element of the position of it in the form dot value. I don't love that. Maybe if you're doing like just a username and password, I guess, via the element object, but the name or ID attribute, prefer that for sure. So that'll be event.target.elements, user name input. So that'll be the ID or the name, and then the value of that. There's another that I'll save for extra credit. Ooh, I don't remember what the other is. I always use the name or the ID, I think. We'll see. Okay. Ooh, hey. Plug. Alex will be speaking at RemixConf. I'm sure it'll be amazing. Put in 4 proposal to React High. Yes. I have a ticket to RemixConf, but I also promised my family that I was going to travel less, so it's kind of up in the air right now. Probably unlikely, sadly. But I have a ticket if, someone needs a ticket. Yeah, honestly, we had so much fun last year. Like last year was a blast. We had so much fun just hanging out. Just some real great inside jokes. Good times. Okay, cool. Let's get this going. Okay, so using refs. Okay, so oh no, wait, that's extra credit. I skipped the exercise, which I am one to do. In this exercise, we have a form where we can submit a username, and then you'll get an alert showing what you typed. Okay, I read all that. Okay, so okay. I didn't see an alert. Okay, so we have the form. Okay, so okay, I have to do it. Okay, so app. Let's see what we got here. App on submit. We're gonna take a username. Okay. Take a username and then alert a username. And then what we have here, return. So we have username form, which is this right here. And then on submit, we're going to run this function, which means that we're going to have to process our form data to call it with just the username. Okay. So add a submit event on handle submit. So we're going to put that on the form. So on submit, handle submit. I guess we can just put this in a function. I mean, we could, yeah, let's just do it in line actually. So this will be the form data. And then what do we want to do inside of this? So make sure to accept the event as an argument. Oh yeah, that's what we want. That's not a form, that's an event. Event argument as an argument to call event.prevent default. Yes. So one of the things that we need to do, because we're not taking we're disallowing it from doing the regular form stuff that it needs to do. We are going to event.prevent default, which will prevent it from doing what it normally would have done, which is submit a form via the, action, whatever the action was, not defined. It's still going to refresh the page, I think. Okay, prevent default. Yes. So get the value from the username input using whichever method you prefer. Okay, so we had, let's try it with a couple methods. I think we can do this with event.target.elements of 0.value. We're going to take that there, and then we're going to return okay, so yes, on submit user. Okay, so we have on submit user as a prop, so I need to call that on submit username capitalization on that is a little weird for me. A little weird, not gonna lie. But oh, okay, okay, okay. So that's the first input. So we're gonna grab it by its index, which is 0, and then see how this goes. So 0. Hey, you entered 0. We did enter 0. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, cool. So now we can also get it via this other thing, which is username input, which I guess we have to add. So let's do that by ID. Username input. Actually, let me delete that first. We're going to do this to see that we have a problem. It's not going to do what we need until we actually place that. So user name input, and it does nothing. Okay, so we need to now do ID equals user name input. And if we save again, nothing. Okay, so did I do that right? Yes, ID username. Okay, so I guess this needs to be name. So let's try name. Interesting. Okay. Oh wait. Oh shoot. What did I do? Okay. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Okay. Let's log this. So event.target. Actually, event.target elements. Reading value. Okay, so we have our input there. Username input. Undefined. Okay, so it said that we should be able to get it this way. So view the elements object by their name or ID attribute. Okay, so event.target, maybe I typed this wrong. No, I think I copy and pasted it. Event.target.elements username. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, username input. Interesting. But I thought that we needed to process that first with form data. But maybe not. Okay, but this definitely is not working. Maybe I'm missing something, but let's see. Is there examples? So MDN form event elements. Okay, so submit event properties. Okay, so we have label. Oh, duh. So stupid. Okay. Oh man. Y'all are just laughing at me. I know it. If you're paying attention, you're laughing at me. If you're paying attention, you're laughing at me. For sure. For sure, that's what's happening. Okay. Okay. Username input. Okay, but we don't want to. I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, so I put I ID'd the label, not the input, which is, you know, how I do. How I do. Okay, so console log, we want to log this. And then just see if that changes things. It's interesting. I'm not seeing that refresh like I expect it to. But it looks like it's like hot module reloading, right? Oh no, wait, because I have to actually call the function. Okay, so username. Okay, so this time, now when I do this, it actually shows us this. Okay, so now it said that we can get them via ID or name. So I want to make sure that we can do those independently. So name, yes. And then ID, yes. Okay, so then how does that look differently here? So in our output, it's interesting because it's just showing input button, username input. Here, when it logs it like this, it's showing this with ID username input when I have the name field, but this is different. And then this is showing input user ID name. That's really odd, but both of them seem to work. So I'm not exactly sure why that is. Really need to go through a course like this. I've been just building stuff for so long and making good progress that that way, but I still feel like I've got a lot of fundamentals missing. Yeah, you know, it's so funny because like I feel the same way. And I know that Kent is always kind of saying like, oh yeah, like when you go through the course, like don't be afraid of going through the fundamentals course, even if you're like really advanced, because you will learn stuff. And that is very much the case. I mean, especially with like all that JSX stuff. I had never actually thought about like, oh yeah, all of these are valid, all of these are not valid. I just kind of like gone with the habits. Okay, cool. So that's great. So we can get that via the object, and we did so using the name or the ID, which is interesting. I wonder if there's a preference, but not gonna focus on that now. Okay, so we did that. It does log a little bit differently, which is fascinating. Even though, yeah, confusion. Okay, extra credits using refs, production deploy. Another way to actually, oh shoot, you know what? I think I have a render ATL meeting that I need to go to. I do. That's right at 1. So I got a few more minutes of this. Dang, I didn't get all the way to 7. I guess we'll do that next time. This definitely is a lot slower than I anticipated going through some of this content. So, yeah, heck yeah. I'll definitely see you at render. Render's dope. Okay, cool. Let's see. I can do a couple more minutes before we have to jump to that. So let's do this with a ref. So extra credit using refs, production deploy. Another way to get the value is via refs in React. A ref is an object that stays consistent between renders of the React component. It's really concise and nice way to put it. It has a current property, my brain is a little bit broken right now because I've been watching a lot of Top Chef. The new season is amazing, by the way. Season 20, let's go. Property on it, which can be updated to any value at any time. In the case of interacting with DOM nodes, you can pass a ref to the React element, and React will use the current property to the DOM node that's rendered. We'll set the current property to the DOM node that's rendered. So if you create an input ref object via the React use ref, you can access the value using input.currentRef.value. Try to get the username value using a ref. Okay, so we can do that by, let's see, let input ref equal React dot create ref. Do I need to give it null? Can I just do nothing? Is that how we do that? I don't know. And then let's see. So we want to put this on the form, right? So we're going to take this off. Oh, no, wait. on handle submit. So we still need to do this. We definitely need to prevent default. But here we'll call on submit username with input ref dot current dot value. Except we want the actually wait, no, so the way we have this written, yeah, so then I'm going to put this here, ref input ref, I think is what I want. And then I change this to input ref. Yes, you entered input ref, which I did. I did enter input ref. Okay, cool. Perfect. That is good. We got 5 minutes. Maybe we can get through lesson 6. Okay, validate lowercase. Can't stand cooking shows. Oh, man. I understand the appeal. I love cooking shows, man. I mean, sometimes. They have a niche. Have you watched Top Chef, though? Because I feel like Top Chef is different, maybe. I don't know. It's so dramatic. It's so dramatic watching people like get knocked out because they've never cooked a type of food before, and just watching all of their hopes and dreams just go up in smoke. Because, like, you know, no one can ever. There's like 3 things that no one on Top Chef can ever do, despite like this is consistent for every season. So, like, you know, maybe you should practice if you want to go on Top Chef, right? But it's like cooking rice, nobody can ever do it. Making a crispy skin on something fried, no one ever gets it right. Or pastries. Like the people who are good at doing like desserts and pastries and like passable at cooking food, not passable, but like, you know, like competitive in those, but then can actually just do some level of like pastry and baking, like they win. And yeah, it's weird to me that you would like apply for a show like Top Chef and not have those 3 things down, given that it's like known that you're going to lose if you don't do those. Anyway, whatever. Rant over. You barely like eating. Oh man. Breaking my heart, Anthony. Breaking my heart. This is so wild. So wild to me. Oh, picky eater, grown up. Yeah. Maybe we can, when we hang out IRL, we can get some stuff that we can be excited about. Maybe. I'm not gonna make you like food, but you know, if you don't, that's fine. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, the producer's weeding out the pastry chefs. Yep. Yeah, that is true. The the rice though, and the like not crispy fried food, that's still questionable. Love a good burger. Oh man, next time you're in Southern California, I'll make you some great ones. All right. You know what? It is time for me to go to that render ATL meeting. Thanks so much for hanging out. This was fun. It's good to be back. I'm slowly coming out of that winter like funk. And you know, I've been thinking about maybe putting something up on my channel about kind of like the last handful of months of kind of like working through like depression and some of, some just mind stuff. So I might do that. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for being here. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Yes. Let's do that. That can be some of our first content back. It'll be the sign that the winter is over and the spring is here. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks. You're awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next time, or in the LunchDev Discord, discord.gg/LunchDev. And there's no burgers there, but we still have a good time. So anyway, love y'all. See you later. Bye. Finish.